Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to give someone a really good massage. Okay, so first you would want to pull the hair back so it doesn't bother the area. So most people have a lot of tension around the shoulder area. So what you want to do is just have them relax. Just like say, just relax a little bit, okay? And then you start, mostly you have to use your thumbs, okay? So what you want to do is like this kind of a motion. Okay, so I'll try over here. So you go up and this way. Okay, so let's try that first.
Okay, so I gotta tell you to relax. Relax some, and then use my thumbs.
So what you want to do is have your hands more on her shoulders, and so instead of like this pinching thing, you will want to have it more on the surface of her.
Okay, so
shoulder.
like more like that?
Right.
Okay.
There you go. So maybe curve your fingers a little bit, like here. These fingers, not through your thumbs though.
Inwards?
Yeah, this way, like this. Is it better?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's one type of thing. Hello guys. Today we are learning about massaging techniques. Okay, so let me say, do you know what does massage mean, or do you know what are some different types of massage? What do you know about massaging?
I'm not sure what it means, but I think it's to relax the muscles and stress relief techniques, maybe.
Okay. And what do you know about massaging?
That's what I was about to say, is stress relief.
Yeah. So the term massage actually, the French definition means that it's a friction of kneading, and then in Arabic, the Arabic word masa means to touch, feel, or to handle. Okay. So I'm going to be teaching you 4 different types of massaging techniques. Okay, so the very first thing that I would want you to do is to ask the person to maybe relax. Okay, lots of people, they are very tense, so you want to have them relax first. Okay, so I want you to relax. Okay, and what you want to do is to clear the area. Okay, so you will want to move the hair maybe towards the front. Okay, so the very first technique that I'm going to show you is this thumb motion. Okay, it goes like this in a circular upward motion going up. Okay, so I'm gonna demonstrate that, and then basically you put pressure on your thumb. Okay, try not to put too much pressure on your these fingers. Okay, because you don't want to have this it kind of hurts. Okay, so you want to have the massaging techniques of the thumb. Okay, so let me have you try that on her.
Circular motions.
Right, circular motion and going upward. Okay, and remember to not put too much pressure on these fingers. Okay, and so the second one that I want to go over would be this type of motion, where you're rolling your fingers from pinky, ring finger, middle finger, and your index finger going this way. Okay, and so you want to put pressure on all of these fingers. Okay, so it gets this like pinpoint massage where it will get those deep tissue and it will relax them. Okay, let me have you try that. How does that feel?
It feels good.
It feels good. Okay, good. All right, good. The third technique that I want to show you is to use your elbows. Okay, this type of massage is it's a harder massage. Okay, and sometimes people, depending on people, they would like maybe softer massages or harder massages. So in the very beginning, you want to ask, do you like soft massages or like harder massages? Okay, so again, this is a harder massage technique. And you use your elbow, okay, the pinpoint over here, and you go up very above the shoulder area, okay? in a circular small motion. And you will do that the same thing with your other side. Okay? You could use your other hand to hold her other shoulders so so she can be stable and it's easier for you, okay? Okay, let me have you try that.
Do you like harder massages or softer massages?
Softer ones.
Softer.
Okay. So since this is since she likes softer massages, and if you're using this type of technique, you would want to use lesser pressure, okay? Okay, very good. And the last one that I want to teach you is to use this karate chop motion, okay? So you go like this, okay? So you chop, 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 chop. Going left, and then right, and then up, and then down, okay? Let me have you try that on her. Okay, yeah, very good. So how do you like that?
It feels really good.
Okay, good. Okay, now what I want you to do is switch. Okay, so I'm gonna have you sit here and you're gonna be standing up.
Yep.
Okay, good. So what do you remember about the 4 different types of techniques?
There are 4 different types of technique. The first one would be putting like pressure on the shoulder and kneading into the muscles.
Right.
With your thumb in a circular motion.
Yeah, very good.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then secondly would be a rolling finger technique,
Mhm.
where you roll your fingers inwards like this from pinky, ring, middle finger, and index. You know,
Good. Uh-huh.
like that. Third would be using your elbows.
Right.
This would be for people who would like harder massage, and then
Mhm.
you would need to ask the person whether you like harder massages or softer massages, and
Mhm.
you would knead it into the shoulders like this.
Right.
And lastly would be the chopping massage.
Right.
Like the karate chop.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Then now I would want you to do, use these 4 different techniques on her. Okay.
Mhm.
So, what's the first thing that you would want to do?
Oh, to move her hair
Right.
to the front.
And you have to tell her to.
To relax.
Okay.
To relax.
Good.
And then the first one is the thumbs.
Right.
Like this.
Maybe you can ask her. What is this the correct pressure that she likes?
Is this pressure correct?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. So what's the second one?
And then the second one is this. To move your fingers in like this motion.
Mhm. And you want to go slowly and with more pressure. Okay. And now what I want you to do is to curve your fingers more.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Very good. Okay. So do you remember what's the third technique?
Third technique would be the elbows.
Mhm.
And then I ask if it is the right pressure. Or do you like a harder massage or a softer massage?
Usually more pressure, the harder massage.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then the other side.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks very good. So what's the last one?
The last one will be all the karate chops.
Yeah, good. Left and then right, and then up and then down.
Down.
Okay,
Okay.
that was very good. How do you like that massage?
It's great. I'm about to fall asleep.
Okay, good. Okay, so so you learned the 4 different types of techniques for massaging, and that concludes our lesson on massaging. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
In the original lesson, I noticed that I didn't have much of a structure, and I was winging it in the way. I didn't have an introduction, to my lesson, and it didn't include anything about why massages might be important and how it can be relatable to people. In the lesson redesign, I made it more structured, and I created a checklist. Well, it was more of a mental checklist to assess my students to see if they have learned all 4 different techniques. I also created a learning objective, and I use that as my guidance to make a better lesson. I used 3 different theories from the Omron textbook, and the very first theory that I use for this redesign lesson is the cognitive theory, where I use prior knowledge activation in the very beginning to see if my students knew any massaging techniques or the history of it. I also made learning more meaningful, where I incorporate the term karate chop for the 4th technique, so they have a better so they can remember it more. I noticed that my students were able to use their short-term memory to restate the 4 different types of techniques. In this lesson redesign, I also incorporate more positive reinforcement, such as nodding my head or saying correct or good, to show that my students are in the right direction. For the second, I use the social cognitive theory as a second theory, where I demonstrated modeling techniques to my students about the correct hand position and thumb position for each technique. And the third theory that I used was Vygotsky's social cultural theory, and I incorporate play into this. After learning massaging techniques, they are possibly able to give a small massage to people who might be stressed out or just needs to be, relaxed a little bit. So a strength in this redesign, I think is that students are benefiting from learning the techniques. They are able to practice the techniques, and they are also receive a good massage as a reward also. And a weakness in this lesson is that I realized that it is more teacher-driven rather than student-driven, and that is probably something that I would change for a different lesson. And that is it for my video redesign, and I would like to thank you for watching.